Peace, everybody. Happy,
Peace.
Hello, peace.
yes, happy Thursday. Make sure that y'all type any comments or you can text me any comments. Good evening, Kanisha.
Peace, y'all. How y'all doing?
How is everybody doing tonight?
I'm feeling good. I'm
I
tired.
am
I
too.
can't even hold y'all up. It's late here for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
I
it
feel
be this
you.
is this is my wind down time.
hmm
I be trying to get the babies to bed at this time. It just seems like I ain't got it this schedule all worked out just yet.
I feel you, girl.
But I'm
I
here.
feel you. Yes. We got the dogs barking in the back. Who-
Girl, they probably just excited to be able to be outside for a minute.
Yeah, because it's been raining out there.
It was so funny.
Yeah.
We was watching the news last night, and they were talking about a tornado warning, and we just was cracking up because we had went out to have pizza. So we just out in the rain, thinking it's just some regular old Florida rain. And then one of the ladies that I know here, she said it hasn't rained like this in 15 years during this season.
Wow.
That's what
Because,
I said.
I heard y'all got what, 20 something inches of rain? And
I don't even
woo.
know how much it was, girl. I just know
Mhm.
it was a lot. I was like, oh, y'all really seriously serious out here raining, huh?
Right? Well, I'm glad y'all safe, so.
What you got in your mouth? What you eating? What did you got in your mouth? Nothing. Okay.
Well, y'all know I just kind of want to go with the flow and flow us into the prayer space. Um, so I try to, keep up with a theme,
Mm-hmm.
and
hmm
um, but right before I was going to say my theme, I heard the dog barking.
So
And
made you change it.
it changed the whole thing perspective in in the way of thinking because when I think of certain, to me, I do tarot and stuff like that. We play with tarot and we know those imageries, but when I think of the dog in tarot, it reminds me of the Fool card and
Mm.
how we our pride doesn't want to look like a fool, right? So we
hmm
perceive being a fool as being stupid, being naive, being ignorant, right? Just gullible, right? That's how we perceive the fool. But the dog and the tarot walking with him, you know what I'm saying, on his journey with his knapsack and him being the fool is him being optimistic, is him starting his path with no expectations, right? And
hmm
he's carrying this knapsack, and what's in the knapsack? Whatever he need at that time, whether it's love, whether it's warmth, whether it's food, that's what's in his knapsack while he's going on this journey with this dog. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's the first part of the tarot deck. So that dog just really wanted me to go into the next one in a different perspective of Fool. You know what I'm saying?
Ashe.
And the Fool being the one who takes chances. The Fool is the one who holds light in a darkest place because he's the fool and he's gonna be the one who think everything's gonna be okay. The Fool being the one who doesn't care what people think of what he's doing. If he fall, he fall. If he fall, he fall. He gonna keep getting back up, going along his journey, doing his purpose. So, um,
Talk that shit, sis.
you get what I'm
Talk that
saying?
shit, sis. I
That's
don't
what
hear the
kind of,
preacher.
so right now at this time in the universe, A lot of
Literally.
people are acting very foolish, right? They are mentally acting foolish, physically acting foolish. You get what I'm saying? In their minds, they acting foolish. You know what I'm saying? We really are entering a time where your mental health, I want to call it your mental awareness. I don't want to call it mental health. I want to call it mental awareness, where your mental awareness is being put on the line. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
time to be the good fool and stop being a fool following because other people being nice because you think you supposed to,
Mhm.
be your own fool and not a fool for other people. So I really think that came together because it's a lot of foolish stuff. It's a lot of mental issues going on right now, and it's just beginning, y'all. It's just beginning.
Yes.
It's just
Yeah.
we just getting a taste of
Look,
what's to boil, and it's in our mental awareness. So we need to stay positive. We need to see the light in everything, find the beauty in everything. You get what I'm saying? The true
Yeah.
definition of perfection is seeing the beauty. You know what I'm saying? So we need to see the love, the light in these situations.
girl.
We're gonna have to be logical because we gonna be dealing with a lot of people who are not logical, who ain't mentally aware. So we gonna have to be logical to keep things correct, so that
Yeah.
really, you know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, because
We was
some
talking about
stuff's
those
gonna
damn
go on.
transits.
Yeah, it's just starting.
And
I
I'm
don't
like,
want to
it's
go into all the transits, but it's a lot. You know what
ooh,
I'm
yeah,
saying? We already know every 2.5 years it's a shift, anyways. You get what I'm saying? And
every person that I talk to, everybody I know, every all on social media, everybody going through it all. And even the old man, he was like, man, everybody going through it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, like it's hitting on so many different levels.
yeah,
Everybody having that motherfucking tower is like bow, 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 bow,
yeah,
bow. You know what I'm saying? It's
so
whoo,
So,
whoo.
we gonna have to see through these illusions optimistically. You know what I'm saying? Logically,
Mhm.
and with remember last week, or I can't remember the week before. We're gonna have to not be the victim or the victimizer. They the same in the story. So we gonna have to be the so a lot of us gonna have to hold the light for a lot of people, and so I definitely want to make sure, y'all, that we hold in light for everybody, and hoping people who who may have some mental imbalances, that they find their way. You know what I'm saying? Because one
Mhm.
person, let's say it's our cousin or our loved one that's having mental issues, it affect everybody. You get what I'm saying? One person, postpartum, all of that, one person down affects everybody. You get
Girl,
what I'm saying?
I'm
So
8 months in this postpartum right now, honey. We ain't gonna talk about it.
yeah, but
That ain't gonna
we
be the
know
thing.
that it's really, at this time, a lot of women are gonna be dealing with that in the universe. So if y'all do any of that type of work with women, doulas, dealing with women and things like that, the key is to break out of the illusion. You know
What
what
you
I'm
got?
saying? So the illusion says I should feel this way about something. I should care. I should care about people's opinions. That's an illusion. You know what, all of those barriers, and that is really what's going on with the mental mind, is trying to consciously, we're all forming into one mind versus having a right and left, up and down, black and white. The human consciousness is becoming one, where things can't be just black and white, where things can't
Mhm.
be just up and down. So a lot of people depending on their mental issues, that's we don't know how they're gonna take it. So if you're dealing with anybody with mental issues, please, send them love. And if you gotta help them, make sure you stay logical and not fall into the illusion with them. I mean, like straight up, stay on your
Stay
fool.
above the
Yeah.
triangle.
Stay a
Okay.
fool. A fool means I don't even understand what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, uh, yeah. So, do y'all have anything y'all want to say?
I
No,
had
not okay.
I had my conference over the weekend. We did it was the entheogenic, the psychedelic entheogenic conference over the weekend in the University of Miami, and I had the opportunity to speak about the reproductive system, um,
Yes.
and the different things that can be used to heal that, and it was really great. I was so nervous because this was my first big talk, and everybody was just so freaking supportive afterwards. You know what I'm saying? They were like, oh my goodness, everybody had so many questions, and I was like freaking out because you go into something, our Virgo asses, we go in there
Mhm.
with one mind, like, okay, this is how this is gonna be. I had prepared or whatever, and I was so off script or whatever, and I kind of, when I am speaking, I kind of jump. You know what I'm saying? So I was like nervous about if people was really following along, but it was good, and I just wanted to give myself a shout out, like, hey, girl, you did that,
Yeah.
Well, good job, girl. Shoot.
So
To
that's what I
come.
had
More
going
to
on,
come.
and
It's more to come.
yeah, then life is just been on a constant transition since then. Like literally, it was like the day before it happened, it just was like my life was just like, hey, yo, Tati, bow, and I was like, ah. I'm like, okay, here we go. No, 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 no. 7. Mommy say no. Mommy say no. Thank you.
Hmm.
Thank you. Oh, but yeah, so that's all. I just wanted to, share that little tidbit, you
Yeah.
know.
Well, congratulations, girl.
Yeah.
Thank
This and more
you.
to come. More to come. That's what I love about people's perception of Virgos is that we're nervous. But it's not that we're nervous. We just represent the nervous system. So we feel nerves intensely, right? So
Yes.
before a
Yeah.
situation come on, we be so, oh my God, I gotta get ready. I don't
Yes.
have time. I gotta get everything. You know what I'm saying? But once the camera come on, all them
Oh,
nerves go away.
yeah.
It was so funny
All of the
because
nerves is out the door. We like boom, we is on. So my name is such and such. I
right,
do
it was so funny.
You can
Everybody
you
like, you
got
talk so well. I don't know what you're concerned about. I'm like, listen,
right,
I'm not
like
worried about the way that I articulate words. I know I got that. I'm talking about actually delivering information from a scientific standpoint for y'all to be able to
right,
understand. Like that's what I'm concerned
right,
about.
right,
Like shit. Like, but yeah,
right.
it was real. It was real good or whatever, and it
I'm
was good
telling you,
because
before I used to do like topics or talk about things,
no,
I would go talk to my kids about them first because I'll be like, okay, if they 8 and 9 and can get it and I can explain it to them, I can explain it to anybody. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So my kids grew up learning, okay, this is what 30 degrees means, this is what 90, 120, da 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 da. And I was like, oh, I can explain it. I
yeah,
can, and that's really our gift. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? A lot of our
Yeah.
gift is to explain these systems in a logical, scientific way. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
yes,
a lot of our beliefs limit our intake on information. If we believe certain concepts, even karma, you know what I'm saying? Karma is a belief system and that's been put into different religions over the years. And our belief in, oh, if I do this, something gonna happen. Or, oh, I'm getting paid back for this. people think like that, and those are just beliefs that keep us trapped in our system. So
Mm-hmm.
it's time to speak. It's time to help people understand clearly, logically. We got that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fact.
Sophia, any events coming up?
Girl, I have so many.
Yes.
Yes. I have one this Saturday in Fort Worth. Um,
Okay.
then I have one on Earth Day, the 22nd, in her. So, happy Earth Day.
Hello.
Yes.
Gotta, represent. And after that, I got one on April the 30th for Cinco de Mayo. And then I got one May the 6th for Cinco de Mayo in Grand Prairie. So if y'all in the DFW area, definitely come out and see me.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, I think I'm gonna just to take a little break from my events, just to kind of recharge and get my, inventory back up. So
Okay.
Yeah.
it'll just probably be just for the month of May, and then of course I'll go back doing events and stuff. But
Okay.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I forgot about that. I am having an event on Cinco de Mayo. Actually, I'm doing a juju brew, which
Mm-hmm.
is just giving people an opportunity to experience that full moon and Scorpio eclipse under some a Reiki share with a bonfire and some sound therapy.
I did see that. Yeah, I did see you post
Yeah,
Okay,
that.
so that's
and I'm
gonna
giving
be
people the
like
opportunity
it's
to
gonna be in
experience.
Detroit.
Yeah, it's gonna be yeah. Basically, it's gonna be in the surrounding areas, more of the suburb of Detroit. Um, and they're gonna get the experience to have some mushroom tea and rape. So I'm really looking forward
Nice.
to that. Giving people an opportunity to open up themselves and all of those things. I might have to step out for a minute to get my baby to sleep, y'all.
Okay.
Okay.
Um. So, sis, make sure you send me that info. If you want me to share it? You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
absolutely. I definitely will. Hey, 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 hey. Give me a minute. Don't be like that. Don't be a hater. Don't be a hater. Don't be a hater. She's like, girl,
But
give me the
um,
goods.
definitely, I have decided to do like a webinar on the planet Venus to give some
Mm.
depth understanding of how Venus affects our lives, you know what I'm saying, and attracts things to us.
Mm-hmm.
I think that a lot of time in astrology, uh Venus is perceived as just love. And so I
Mhm.
really want to go into how Venus truly operates in the universe, and how we can utilize Venus to attract what we really want. And the steps to do that. So I'm
Mhm.
gonna be putting that together, getting a slideshow and things put together of how I want to do that, and then I'll be sending out the details when that is. It'll just be like an online webinar, but it'll be really in depth. I'm gonna go over each zodiac, and just give maybe a brief intro into the houses, but I will go into each zodiac. So
That sounds
how
good.
what it really thinks of love versus what we think of love.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I will get that. All right, let's get our first prayer.
Yes. Let's get into the prayers.
Yes, this name right here, I'm just gonna say the first name. It's kind of a universal name, so I don't want to put a
He, she
letter to it.
pronoun.
Huh?
Oh.
Yeah, I just
Oh, I
want to
thought
put
you
a
were about to say a
initial
he,
to it.
she.
Yeah, initial to it. So I'm just gonna say this is from Akasha. I think that's a so she is asking for help for her oldest son to fix the issues and problems he has caused in his life. Pray for clarity of mind and to feel his true life purpose. And when I read that prayer, what really came to me and what what prayer to truly pray for that is that I pray for his healing. I pray for him to find forgiveness with the universe. I pray for him to forgive himself and to connect back to God and Mother Universe, and under and be forgiven. That's what most of those religions teach about, is to be forgiven. So I pray that he finds his forgiveness so he can get his life in order. A lot of time people be feeling so bad about things they've done and things like that. So I really feel like, especially men and things like that, I really hopes that he finds balance with his masculine energy in this universe, to find more structure so he can fix his issues, and finding more structure and desire to be better. So I really pray for God to just show him that there is light, and there is a positivity down the road. So I just want him to know that he might can barely see the light, but for him to stay positive and stay focused, I pray that God leads him in the towards the light. So I want to send those prayers to her son.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Ashe. I do pray that he does find that clarity he needs to get to the point where he can see that light. And like you said, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I also pray that he find the joy and happiness in his heart, the love, and that he is worthy. And I do hope that he know is don't be ashamed to be happy. Don't be ashamed to find that joy, that
Right.
love.
Right.
So I do pray that he that the universe and God can shine the light on him to open him up to see and guide him through that tunnel. Ashe.
Ashe. Okay, so next is for
Oops, sorry.
Nikki, and she's asking
Nikki.
for prayers for her two daughters' successful school year, her sons, and her health. She hasn't been feeling well, and she has to go see a doctor tomorrow, a specialist. Um, So this is our sister last week that we discussed. She had surgery and she was battling with cancer. So Nikki, we definitely
Oh,
you love, and we really truly pray that you continue on in a good fight, because I really feel like you're gonna make this, and that stay positive, stay in a good space. Please listen to good, make you a good musical track, find the joy, and be positive, because we know that that's really the only remedy. You know what I'm saying? That's the number one remedy for people
yeah.
in health situations, is to have positive minded people around them and staying in prayer. I had a health scare uh you know 7 months ago, and the first thing I had to do was go into a space of not overthinking, of just trusting and knowing everything was going to be perfectly fine, and everything was going to be okay. And it was a life or death situation. So I definitely understand, dealing with this, and being that you're dealing with it on a different level, where you have continuous things that you're going to have to deal with. Please create you a positive playlist. Please write positive things around and put them around you. Whether it's an amulet or a crystal or the Bible or whatever you need, please stay in a positive space. So I really want to say that. I definitely want to send love to the kids. I know kids, school is completely different these days for these kids versus our school years. It's a lot of things they have to deal with, so I definitely want to pray for them to have a successful school year. I pray that only positive things happen for them. Pray for their safety at school. I pray for them to realize that school is just a chapter and it's not everything. Honestly, it's just a little chapter of your life. So it's really better to just get your work done and get out. That's really the best thing to do. So I really want to send them protection and guidance and maturity for them to really utilize this moment and have fun, go to the dances, do stuff like that, and have fun and be good at school. So I really want to pray for them, but I also want to pray for all of our children's protection. Because school is completely like if I had to go to school in this day and age, I wouldn't go. Like I
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah,
go. I would be like, just give me a laptop and I'm homeschool, because I mean that
exactly.
we just dealt with like the trench coat mafia and we weren't really that scared of them. What I'm we I mean, they didn't
Yeah.
have access to AR-15s and rifles when we was in school like that. They was just the weird kids who felt misunderstood. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But these days, these kids grow up. We really let a lot of stuff happen, and I ain't gonna say us because we didn't do it, but
Mhm.
the generations before us have truly like, we didn't grow up playing those video games where we killing for 2 or 3 hours. We didn't do that. We play Super Mario Brothers, Donkey Kong, you
Mhm.
know, Tetris.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yes, Sonic the Head. That's how we played games. But these kids, I don't think we really realized how much that was going to influence everybody, because now we have grown men who are playing Call of Duty. You get what I'm saying? Grown people are playing these things, and I just really pray for our children. You know what I'm saying? I pray for them to please be safe and may everything around them be safe. You know,
Yes.
definitely want to send prayers to all children.
Yes,
Um,
Ashe.
yes, Ashe.
Yes. Well, Nikki, I want to also pray for you too. I want to pray for positivity. Just stay positive throughout your journey. And like Christina say, surround yourself with positive energy. You know that I see that you did say you do have a playlist, crystals, affirmations. A good idea. That I do sometimes is I put sticky notes on my bathroom window. So, when I wake up, I got an affirmation, just to have that mindset to just stay in that positive space, just keep going. That's what I pray that you just keep going, stay positive. I pray that you have that strength to keep going, and just hopefully this journey is going to be have a good outcome. So I really do pray for you for that. I also pray for the kids too, because like you said, this time of day, ooh, I just pray for protection for all the kids, because it's so easy now that these kids can get things real easy and just can get away, walk through with it and just carry it. It's like you question, like, where are y'all getting that stuff? How are y'all buying all these guns and these ammos and stuff? So it's crazy. So I do I do pray for protection for all the kids, and especially your girls. I pray that school. What is this? April. So I'm not. I don't know where you're from. So hopefully school is almost over for them, and I just pray
Yeah,
they enjoy the last couple of months of school left for them. I just pray that they stay a kid, basically.
yeah.
You know,
Enjoy the moment.
yeah, enjoy the moment, the time they have. I just want them, oh, and all kids, just stay a kid and enjoy. Believe me, don't rush to grow up. I know. We all know. Don't rush.
Right, we all know that. So yeah,
It's ghetto out here,
I feel
okay?
like
It's ghetto to be
we
adulting.
take advantage of
Yeah,
being a kid, and these kids not even allowed to be kids. You know
exactly.
what I'm saying? Like all we had to do was little fire drills. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
that's what we grew up with. Little fire drills once
drills.
or twice a
And
year.
now they have drills if there's an active shooter.
Like we didn't go through no
We didn't do,
drills like
yeah.
that. We didn't do that. We just had, the fire and the tornado drill, and it was
hmm
always just a drill. It was not like we was seeing on TV schools being set on fire every week to where we doing these drills and actually seeing them. We was doing drills really like, oh, okay, this is cool, this is fun. We even seeing movies, and we already know about people pulling the fire alarm.
Yep.
I never pulled it, but I'm sure I talked
Me
somebody
either.
else into pulling it.
I don't think I pulled it either.
Sure I talked somebody else into pulling it. I didn't want to pull it. I knew about evidence and everything back then, but I didn't.
Exactly.
I'm sure we grew up with that funness, and we might have took advantage of it, and these kids not even getting to even have that option, you know.
Yeah.
So I definitely pray for their safety.
Yes, very.
I really feel like, why are y'all going to schools? Y'all should be going, if y'all really bout it, go to the police station, go to the Congress building. Stop going to the schools. Like,
Exactly.
going for the weakest set of links. So I mean,
Exactly.
that's just my little, you know what I'm saying?
We
Like,
don't. We're not saying shoot up the police
no, we're not
station.
saying
Yeah,
those things, but I
or
really want
congressman,
to know,
but
like, why are you stop going to the schools?
yeah, if you angry, you need to be talking to,
Stop your everyday person. Stop going to the grocery store and all of that. Go at where whatever change can really be happening, or who's really controlling it.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Ashe,
gosh.
Ashe.
Next, I want to send a prayer to RS. She's been dealing with a lot of mental health with her mother. Our sister is also an only child of a mother with mental health problems. So we know that. I want to say that mother-daughter relationship, or person and universe relationship. You know what I'm saying? Person and mother universe, person and mother goddess relationship really has a lot of trauma that is associated with that. So I truly hope that for peace, for their relationship to be seen with love, to experience a loving mother and daughter relationship. It's very sad that I feel like 80% of women have this mother daughter wound. You get what I'm saying? Whether it's feeling uh not being understood, not being helped, your mother being judgmental. We got mothers, look at the Tokyo Tony and things like that we see mothers treating their daughters, and we really, that's accepted in our community. People say, boys being treated. We grew up, we had to come in and we had to cross our legs and sit certain ways, and all of these rules and regulations on us as girls. And so I feel like that mother daughter relationship, I really pray for its healing in the universe, because I see a lot of us with those wounds. And I pray for her mother to accept the mental health services and want
Mhm.
to be a better person for her daughter. So I really want to send prayers to RS for that, but also for all women, and even just being like not littering, not disrespecting Mother Earth, not harming animals, not harming children. That is all feminine energy. And we see on social media men and women going at it all the time.
Mhm.
Like that's so heightened right now. It's so many people that's caught up in left versus right, men versus women. Y'all do this, y'all do that. I just really pray for true healing within ourselves in all ways. So that's how I feel about RS. So Ashe.
Ashe, Ashe. Yes, I pray that RS, her and her mother, find that healing within. You know, mental health, it's a thing right now. Like, it really is. So I just really hope that people understand that there are, you know, trying to say resources. I'm trying to find the word. I'm sorry. There are resources out there to get help, and don't be ashamed to ask for it. You know, especially in the Black community too. You know, we don't discuss, of course, mental health and everything, but it's just, I feel like you just don't need to be ashamed. You need to discuss it with someone. It don't even have to be a family member. It could be a stranger. If you feel like you can just, talk to someone, a stranger, and it will help you, that's all it takes. There's a lot of resources out there, and I really pray that y'all she finds it. Everyone find it. Within your jobs. I don't know if people's jobs offer it. I know mine does. We get free mental health checks if we need to talk to someone. um, Also go to the hospitals. I know definitely they will try to help you and help your mom with it. I really do truly pray that y'all both find that healing for the both
Yeah,
and within. Ashe.
Ashe. I really on the mental mind energy that's really going on. The one key thing that's really perplexed, I would say, about mental health is you have to want to be better. I also talk
Hmm.
to so many people, and it seems like they have a lot of bad days. And because that's how their life has always been, they have grown into thinking this is normal.
Yeah.
Me feeling sad is normal. Me feeling suicidal or having regular suicidal thoughts, it's normal. It's not. It's not. Those are signs that something is wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something is not connecting, within the neurons and all of those things, whichever way, that. So um I would love to do a description of how the mind works in this X, like that. You know how they say the right side of the body controls the left side and the left
Hmm.
side controls the right, and it's like the crown chakra comes down, and then it's like the third eye, and it crosses here to project the world, right? So now everything's on this side. And so a majority of people, crown chakra do not cross correctly. You get what I'm saying? So they really think that it's normal. Their thoughts and their behaviors are normal, and they not. They not
Yeah.
not you should not be in your head speaking for other people. That's one of the first things that really take people is you be in your head. Let's say you call somebody and they don't answer, and it's like, oh, you probably busy. They could have just not heard the phone. Like just simple stuff like that. Stop talking for people because you really creating that as your reality, and it really then messes you up mentally because you are creating a character for somebody that may not even
Hmm.
them, that they really could have just honestly not heard the phone, and you're like, oh, I guess you're busy, or I figured you wouldn't answer. Like, why are we saying little things like that? Another thing is we do is we'll say, I want a new car, but I don't know if I have the money. I want a new house, but I don't know if I can get that. Just say the first statement. That but is canceling out the rest of the statement.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? So a simple sentence could be, I want to be happy. I want to be financially abundant. I want to
Yeah. And
be
speaking that but into existence, you're being negative too with it.
right, right. So I just really pray for people's mental health, and knowing that there are tools and resources. Google something if I'm having these thoughts, what to do. But I really pray that people accept that mental health is just like having a heart condition or something like that. You would take measures to get better. I pray that we stop thinking suffering, stop telling sad stories over and over. You know what I'm saying? Stop repeating the same story of tragedy and trauma, and tell a better story and stay positive, because this
Yes.
is only the beginning. It's gonna
Yes.
get wild.
Ashe.
It's gonna
It
get wild.
is.
Yeah. Amen. So those are all the prayers that we got this week, sis.
It is? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, do anyone have a prayer request they would like to request? Let's see if anyone wanna ask anything.
I mean, that's
Oh,
all.
and while we're waiting, I am gonna still do the chakra live on. I decided what day. I haven't set the start date yet. Sorry, y'all. I just been so busy. But I did pick the date. I will be doing it Wednesday nights. So if y'all are not doing anything Wednesday nights around about 7, it won't be like a long one. It'll probably be about 30 minutes. Again, I will go over each chakra each week. Talk about what each chakra means, how to balance it, what how to unbalance it, like how you know that it's blocked, what crystals, meditation, affirmations. So again, when I get everything set up for that, I will let everyone know. So I'm really excited.
Yes, I
I
have
really am.
was that we have Mrs. Miller. She says pray for her restoration from rheumatoid arthritis.
Oh wow.
Since
Okay.
we definitely send healing, you know what I'm saying? Let that tension and that pain, because that can be very painful. um so I just really want to send you a lot of love and prayers that you continue to heal from this. Let us pray that you are restored. You know what I'm saying? Let's pray that miracles do happen. Because I know this is very hard, to be something to continually deal with. So I truly pray that your tension and your pain is at ease. I pray that the doctors that you're working with are able to find a good regimen and healing techniques. And I just pray that, the pain is lifted. so you can, I know that's, I don't like pain of any kind. So, I mean, I
Hmm.
pain. So I definitely want to send a lot of love and healing your way. And I would just really, pray for restoration for your arthritis. I,
Yes, Ashe, Ashe. Well, Miss Miller, I do pray for your healing, and also pray for that protection. I also pray that you don't be in pain because, yeah, that rheumatoid arthritis, I can just tell that's pain. I work in the healthcare field, so so I know that pain. I know you're feeling that pain, and I really do pray that you do find a regimen. I really pray that the doctors find a regimen. Also, I don't know if you're into herbs or anything too. Turmeric is also good for like inflammation, joint pains. So you can try to do like some ginger shots, like with ginger and turmeric in it. You know, um, try that out and see how that goes. You can also, find little remedies, home remedies on Google. But I want to do send some healing energy and love your way too. Ashe.
Ashe. Most fire elements are really good for any form of inflammation. So anything
Mm-hmm.
think of as spicy or citrusy is considered masculine. So it could be cinnamon, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, cayenne pepper,
Yeah.
uh it could be lemons, limes, orange juices, things like that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I'm sure
because
there's
when I
everything.
make my ginger shots, that what you just said, that's what I put in my ginger shots. Turmeric, lemon juice, ginger, pineapple, that citrus stuff too, and cayenne, like you said. That's also good for immunity too, just in case y'all wanted
Yeah,
to, protect
yeah,
your
fire.
immunity.
Yeah, most fire. And that's peppermint. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So, I have never been a ginger girl. Like it can
Yeah.
be a little bit of ginger, but it have to be masked or it just doesn't. So I just wanted to name other fire elements. You know what
Oh,
I'm
and
saying?
that's why
I
I
love
said
me
pineapple.
some
That's
cinnamon.
why I said pineapple.
Yeah, I love me some orange juice. I love
Because
oranges,
yeah,
all of that. So yeah, I definitely feel you. Ginger is just like the top for me.
yeah. That's why I said you might. And Miss Miller, I'm just letting you know, the turmeric and ginger is not a pleasant taste. So yeah, when
Yeah,
you
she probably like it. She probably like
you might like it, you might like it, but yeah, I try to do the pineapple to kind of like Christina say, mask that strong taste.
that kick.
Yeah,
Um,
but it helps though. It helps.
Yes, so I will be going live on Fridays, guys. I want to do just mini readings, chit-chatting about, astrology, tarot and those type of things. I will be start going live on Fridays. I'll play around with it and see if the afternoon works more, the evening works more. I can't promise one time every week like that. So I'll definitely want to do that a lot more and again go over Venus and the law of attraction reading and how Venus really helps. So that webinar will be how Venus works in astrology, how Venus works with each zodiac sign, and how we can use how each Venus communicates, versus a Venus in Scorpio or Venus in Libra. They have two different desires. So I
Yeah.
definitely want to go over Venus in the webinar and I'll be getting that together. So, but I will start doing readings on Fridays. I think that will be really fun. And also, me and Keisha, Leo Goddess will be getting together to do some lives on some topics and doing readings together also. So thank you all for coming. We definitely
Thank
appreciate
you.
Tati definitely had to take care of her baby, and we definitely want to send love, prayers, and structure to them kids, right? So even if we decide we need to alter our own times to maybe help her a bit, we'll talk to her about it. I know
Yeah.
37 has been planted in, but it's Mercury retrograde, and sometimes things might need to be restructured, might need to be retweaked. So I definitely we'll definitely figure that out to make sure that sis is able to be here
Yes.
when we're not taking up too much of her energy. So sis, lots of love. Thank you everybody for coming. Hope you have a safe and happy weekend. Talk to y'all.
Yes. Bye. See y'all next time.
Next.